Hello, my beautiful creatures. I am so excited to see you today. I have a powerful message from Spirit and from the angels today. The angels want you to know that you are never alone. They want you to stay positive. And they also want you to know that what you want also wants you. How good does that sound? All right, let's get into it. Welcome to this intuitive guidance reading. My name is KNL, and I am going to guide you through my 5 card signature spread that is designed to help you regulate your emotions, validate what you're experiencing, witness the deeper message unfolding, and receive aligned guidance and integrate that wisdom into your next steps. But as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and trust your own inner knowing above all else. These are general readings meant to guide you and support your self-reflection and your intuition. But if you are looking for personalized guidance, I do private one-on-one sessions. You're more than welcome to book a session with me using the link in the description. All right, let's get into the tarot and see what else this reading has for us. But actually, before I do that, I do want to share with you the description on these overall energy cards. Okay, so as I said, the angels showed up powerfully for you in this message. Both as I was pulling your cards and preparing my energy, the angels made it clear to me that they wanted me to share with you that you are never alone. So what's been coming through is that you're going through a pretty anxious time. You have a lot of anxiety happening, and it's important that you know that you are surrounded by angels. The angels are here to support you through this challenging moment. Look out for signs of their presence. You might notice a lot of little coincidences and strokes of luck in your life at this time. This is confirmation that you are always surrounded by loving guidance of these divine messengers. And the affirmation to go with this is I draw on my vast reservoir of inner strength to keep moving forward. I have faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for its guidance and always receive its help and protection. The sun will rise and shine for me. Yeah, so first I want to say anything that you perceive to be a sign from the angels, you can trust that. If you think for a second that it's a sign, then it definitely is a sign. It's our ego that always is the one who makes us overthink and second guess those intuitive hits that we usually get from our spirit guides, from our intuition, from our angels. And so, just remember that you are not alone during this challenging time. You have so much support and guidance available to you. The next overall energy card that came up was positive intention. And so this one is about everything that happens to you and everything that comes to you in life is the result of an intention, a seed planted at some point in the past that is now coming to fruition. Be conscious of the seeds you are planting today with your thoughts, energy, and actions to ensure that your dreams and desires can become a reality tomorrow. Remember, we reap what we sow. And the affirmation along with that is I am aware of all that I create around me. I abundantly fill my life with light and love. From all the seeds of light I sow, I will harvest the greatest richness. So, something I want to share about these 2 cards because I do love this deck. This is the Oracle of the Angels deck by Mario Duguay. And one of the things I love about it is that every single one of the cards that you pull comes with an affirmation that comes along with it. And so, affirmations, in case you are new to them, help us to reprogram our subconscious mind. So, if you are experiencing fear and anxiety in your life, take a moment to reflect on what is the looping, fearful thought that is coming up and use one of the affirmations to replace that looping thought with a more empowering thought that will actually help you move forward on your path um, in the direction that you want instead of the direction that you don't want. Okay. But so this also brings up a great point, because something that I don't think that people talk about, I've never heard anybody talk about this at all. And it's something that I'm actually going to start teaching because it's a part of my strength journal that I'm coming out with. If you're interested in knowing when this comes out, make sure you sign up for my email list, because it will be released very, very soon. But what I love about my strength journal is it helps you differentiate between affirmations and intentions. And both of them are extremely powerful tools, manifestation tools, if you will, energy management tools. And they're so simple and easy to use. But there's a difference between an affirmation and an intention. They are very similar. But the difference, in the most basic way that I can describe it to you right now, is that affirmations are tools that you use to reprogram your subconscious mind, to reprogram the thoughts that are looping into your head. And we do that by repetition, repeating them over and over again until we commit them to memory and they become automatic. Intentions are about managing the energy that you're pushing outward towards, outward in life, and so those kinds. So when you're setting your intentions, it's more about how you're going to show up versus the mental reprogramming. Intentions still help you with mental reprogramming, but there's like this added element of the energy moving outward from you versus, being focused in the inward direction towards you. So I hope that was helpful. But the other thing that we need to say about this is this card is coming up. Last week, I had a reading around gratitude and keeping our minds in a positive place, and the message is coming up again today. So it must be very important. Um, and I mean, it absolutely is. I know as someone who has been practicing keeping my thoughts in a high vibe place for a long time, this is like the core. We need to really get our minds focused on the positive, because that is the basis of what we are attracting into our lives. Our lives literally depend on that. So, um, the third card in the overall energy of this reading, and now, mind you, again, I try as I might to only choose one overall energy card, but Spirit made it clear to me that I needed to do three today. And so the third overall energy card is actually coming from a deck that is not accessible to you any other place other than if you join James Wedmore's Business by Design coaching program. That's where I received this card. So unfortunately, I can't give you a link to this deck, but I can share with you a great message that is supporting our overall energy. The angels want you to know that what you want is also wants you. So this is this is a picture of you running straight towards a big dollar bill here. Let's call it $100 bill. And that dollar bill is like equally as excited to see you as you are to see that dollar bill. And so the question that comes up with this card is, what would you do differently if you knew without a doubt that what you are seeking, what you are trying to create in this world, absolutely wants you back just as much as you want it? Um, it's such a great perspective shift when we think of it that way. So answer that if you want, if you feel comfortable answering it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But now let's get into the tarot for an even deeper analysis of this message. So let's find out what is in your regulate position. What is grounding you right now? What needs to be regulated? Well, Spirit is showing me through the Nine of Swords that you are having quite a bit of anxiety. You might be having a hard time sleeping right now, and just experiencing lots of inner turmoil. Maybe you're having nightmares about, this goal that you're trying to achieve in your life. Um, and it's kind of causing you to stop in your tracks. It's preventing you from moving forward in some way because, you're just stressed. You're stressed about it, and it's hurting you mentally, emotionally, and it's just really, interrupting your life. Now, this is in the upside down position. So that means that this is the medicine. I abbreviate all my reversals as RX. So I always read them as this is the medicine. So what this means, swords are about our mind. What is on our mind? Our thoughts, right? And it is also about our inner truth. So what I what I'm getting from this card is that your thoughts are all in they're in the wrong place. Okay. You're thinking that things are going bad. You're worrying. You're putting your energy into worry. And that is just not necessary. You don't need to be worried. You're unnecessarily worrying. But it's probably because you care about doing a good job. So that is not a bad thing. We just need to help you turn it around. And so let's help bring that nervous system back into safety. One more thing about this card, it is a 9, so that you are nearing the completion of a cycle on this. So this is something that you're about to move through and get to the bottom of. And just by showing up for this reading in yourself today, showing up for yourself by watching this reading, you're already setting your intentions into that positive direction that the angels mentioned they wanted you to have. So in the validate position, I can't even make this up, you guys. In one of the last readings, the star, you showed up as the star. Yet again, you're showing up as the star again today. This is about validating your current experience. What are you feeling that deserves to be honored? Well, you know that you are the star of your life. You are well aware of this, and you have so much faith and hope and optimism about what could come from this goal that you are working on. It's just that you're scared. You're just scared, and that's normal because if that must mean that you have some big, hairy, scary goal, which is a good thing because we need to aim high. We need to set our sights on our North Star and keep moving towards the things that bring us joy, the things that, renew our faith and, keep us moving, keep our spirits bright, right? So it is about mastering this role that you are playing as the star of your own life. Um, and that deserves to be celebrated, right? You're recognizing that the power that you have in your life. You are the author of your own life story. You are the main character energy. Thank you. That is what I was trying to think of. You've got this main character energy that really deserves to be celebrated. And so let's honor that. The next card is the witness position, and this is where we witness what is actually happening beneath the surface. Um, you have everything you need. The magician has everything that he needs, right? But you are in a place of learning your gifts and realizing your power. Similar to what I was saying about, you're learning how to be the main character energy in your own life. But what you're also learning about yourself is that you already have everything you need to move forward with your goal. So the cool thing about the magician is that he has a cup, he also has a pentacle, and he also has a wand. Um, and a sword all on his table right here. So he has all 4 tools in the tarot on his little table here. So he has everything he needs. On top of that, he has a magic wand pointed to the heavens. So not only is his power coming from heaven, he's also pointing down to the earth. And so he's also connected to that earth energy, that energy of like bringing that manifestation down from heaven into earth. So this is you. The magician card is one of the most powerful cards that you can have in the deck. So this is a very good sign. This is the card of manifestation. And so what is actually happening is that you're becoming aware of you're becoming aware that you have everything you need, but you've been fooling yourself that you don't. You've been afraid that you don't. And that just is not true. Because you're the magician. And so you're the star and the magician, babe. Like, come on. Anyway, so your most aligned next step. This is your guidance, which is so cool. It doesn't surprise me at all. It's another reversal, which again I read as the medicine in this situation. And what's so funny is that this other sword that showed up in your spread was also reversed. So it's telling me that your most aligned next step is to turn your Queen of Swords energy around. So the Queen of Swords is someone who knows how to discern her truth. Okay. She knows what is right for her. She knows, what lights her up and um, she knows what kind of actions she wants to take. She knows how to hold her boundaries. And she knows what kind of thoughts support her moving forward in the direction that she wants to go. She knows how to get stuff done. Um, and she is a beacon of honest discernment. So she does not lie to herself or to anyone else. And but she is also about inner mastery, right? Queens are about mastering the inner. And so that's what tells me that your thoughts are where our power lies. Um, so if you turn your thoughts around and focus on having positive intentions, your Queen of Swords will become upright again. And when you do this, what will shift is you will move into this Knight of Wands energy. You will be able to take that action that you've been dreaming about without holding back because your spark, your fire will be restored, your passion, your ability to move forward with passion and excitement um, becomes available to you again. All right. I think that feels like the end of the message. So I trust that you found this reading to be helpful. Until next time, I am sending you so much love.